Okay, so it's been like a week since I got this camera, and this was Canon R50 mirrorless camera. I got it last week on Saturday, and today is Saturday. That is 1 week since I got the camera, and I've been able to go through the manual. Actually, the manual that I expected to be having like all the instructions on how to use the camera is actually not having everything. When I first saw this manual, I thought it was all in English and having all the instructions, all the settings for various creative visions that you can have for your camera, Canon R50. But later on, when I got back to the manual to go through it, I realized that it's just not what I wanted, because we only have like 6 pages in English. So this thick manual here has only 6 pages worth of instructions that are just supposed to get you started. Nothing deep, nothing complex, nothing serious. Just your first shoot, which is in auto mode. So other pages here, apart from the English pages, are in Korean, Japanese, Chinese, Spanish, just many languages that are right here. So this manual is not really helping me. I guess I have to look for another manual on the internet that is specifically written in English, and Advanced R50 manual guide. So having said that, I just wanted to show you a few things that I've already learned from this camera. One is, let me just start here. This camera is so good. One is the display, or the view, where you can see the camera settings and everything. So one, you can actually flip it, and this can help you if you are in your self-creator mode, which means you can just push on the camera facing you and you'll be able to see what's on the screen. Also, if you are shooting something from the ground, you could just have it the display face upward, so you don't really have to like bend to see what you are shooting. So just having it this way, you tilt the display looking forward, and then you're shooting something that is low on the ground this way. So that is one thing. Also, still, if you flip it back to where it is, then you see it's closed. You could still flip it in a way that you have the display facing you. Let's try that. So doing this, you see now the display is now facing me, and if I turn it on, let me just see. Yeah, you see, you'll be able to see everything from here. So also this display is where you can always see the framing of your subject, whatever you want to capture. But again, we have the viewfinder. We have this viewfinder here. So this viewfinder, you can also use it to actually get to see the framing of your subject. So initially I was using the display to view my subject, but after realizing that I could use the viewfinder, I think I'm more used to the viewfinder, because just from the early childhood, I used to love how the camera guys used to like do this in their cameras, and also comparing the view that I'm having here, the clarity, it's much more clear compared to using the display. So most of the time, I prefer using the viewfinder here to help me see or even have focus on whatever subject I want to capture. So by just doing this, like this here, let me just show you. I can just get my lens ready that way, and then I can clearly see whatever I want to capture the subject. In this case, it's my phone, which I'm using to record. Simply like that, and you have your shoot ready. Okay, something else that I've learned here, as a beginner, it's recommended that we use the autofocus mode. So there's a wheel here that you can use to toggle in between shooting modes. For example, we have the autofocus mode, we have manual mode, we have aperture priority, we have what else again? We have program mode, and also we have TV mode. So according to the manual, that is this manual here, as a starter, for you to get your first shot, you have to toggle it all the way to auto focus mode, that is the A plus here. So using this, once I have it in the A plus here, I can simply turn it on this way and then just point your camera to your subject like this, and then we have the shutter button here. So if I want to have the focus, I can slightly press on this shutter and you hear that sound, and then if I want to have the shot, I do that and it takes the shot. So pressing this one lightly just auto focuses on the subject. The camera will detect the subject that you're having in front of you, and it will help you maintain that focus. Also, we have the built-in light here, shutter light I mean. So if I have it on here, the moment I turn it on, I can see in the display, I can choose that, click on that light to be on, and if I shoot now, we'll have flash here. See that? Exactly. So that is something that I've also learned from this. Something else that I've learned is on video recording. So this is the shutter for photos, and then on top here we have the red button also. This red button is simply for recording videos. So the moment you have your subject in focus, you can just press this once and then you start your recording. And of course, to turn it on or off, we have this toggle here. So that is off and that is on. Yeah, so something else about this camera that I've already learned. So in front here we have various buttons. We have like the menu, the display, and also we have the driving mode settings here. In the center we have the OK button, or what we call the set button, and then of course you can use the trash icon here to delete a picture from your gallery that you don't like. Remember, you could be taking more photos just to get one perfect one. So once you have the perfect one, you can use this trash button here to delete the ones that you think are not perfect. And then the info, this button here helps you choose the number of information being displayed on the display here. So the more you click on it, the more you can get less options, more or even medium, by clicking on this info. And then something else that I wanted to show you is since this camera is R50 and it's a creator kit, the version I bought, so it comes with a microphone, and the microphone is here. So this microphone, I can simply plug it on top here and then lock it. Once I have it on top here, I can lock it, and then here we have, on this other side, we have what we call the microphone jack. So once you pull it up here, you can take the jack and plug it in, so you can get some clear audio. So once you have it on top here, then you can now adjust this to ensure it's stable on top here. It can't move. See that? Yeah, exactly. So you have the camera with you, you have the microphone, simply a creator kit, and of course we have the stand here. So you can use this like to even self-record yourself. Remember, I told you the display can tilt 360 or even 90, 45, depending on how you want it. And then we have the stand here. The stand also has the remote control. Is the remote control. This remote control, while you're holding on the tripod, you can control the camera using this remote here. So I'm going to show you some of the photos that I've taken in manual mode and how they look. Basically, what I've explored so far, the basics. Right now, I want to get into the advanced settings so that I can have like cinematic photos, videos, because I want to be taking photos like a hobby, for fun, and even for like a side hustle. So I'm invested into learning more in terms of camera settings, like things like ISO, things like shutter speed, aperture, white balance, and many things, because they really matter a lot, because I want to be using the autofocus for beginners. The pros, or those who are already in the field, they use the manual, which allows you to take control of your creativity from the camera back to you. So you get to choose what you want to achieve with your camera. And that's pretty much it for this video. And in the end here, I'm going to show you some photos I've taken with this camera, and also in the coming videos, I will show you the lightings I have, like the speed light, the softbox, and what else? The trigger, and also the ADE1 adapter, which allows me to use the Godox speed light and all that. So thank you guys for watching. Can't wait to show you more of my creative side. Osego Films signing out.